Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you guys about periods. Yes, I want to talk about blood and I want to talk about all of that stuff that happens down there. And the reason for this is I thought I was a unicorn. I thought I was like this special creature who didn't bloat, didn't have headaches, didn't have PMS. I thought I really just lucked out. Then I got off the pill and holy fuck, let's just say I got humbled really, really quick. We don't say this enough, but period pains just suck. Yep, period pains really, really suck. Here's the weird part though, and this is where I guess it kind of grinds my gears a little bit, is when we get sick, like you have a cold or even COVID, we talk about it. We call in sick for work, we tell people we caught the flu, and it's perfectly acceptable. People get sick all the time, right? But you never really hear people talk about their period pains. Like, I don't remember the last time that somebody called in sick and was like, hey, I'm taking a sick day because my menstrual cramps are driving me crazy and I can't get out of bed, literally, or I can't function without holding a hot water bottle around my abdomen. Yet period pains are extremely frequent. They're so frequent that most women experience them, can you imagine, once a month? So half of the world's population experiences some form of discomfort once a month, which is more frequent than the amount of colds that people get, and yet we don't talk about it? How strange is that? That just blows my mind. So I'm here to tell you it's okay to talk about period pains. Actually, it's not just okay, it is important that we talk about it. It's so important that we start talking more about it, sharing our knowledge, exchanging tips about it. You know, what works, what doesn't work, what's worked for you, and what hasn't worked for you. We do it for colds. Like I always tell people who are sick, drink more water. So why wouldn't we do it for PMS symptoms? So here is me taking one of my first steps towards it, which is I like to share with you my 3 ways to minimize period pains. So the 3 things are: 1, you got to know your symptoms. 2, you have to eat the right foods. And 3, you have to exercise, but the right way. First and foremost, you need to know what your regular period symptoms are. Without knowing the cause or without knowing what your regular symptoms are or the baseline of your symptoms, it's really difficult to treat. So just like any other physiological issue you might have, or even psychological, but for any symptom that you might be experiencing, if you don't know what the regular symptom is, it's really hard to treat. And I say this and I highlight this, not just say this, but I highlight it because every woman is different and everyone experiences PMS symptoms differently. So I might have headaches and menstrual cramps, but somebody else might never have menstrual cramps, but has bloating and constipation and mood swings. So some of my clients, they get really vivid dreams during ovulation. Others experience extreme fatigue during their luteal phase, and then others perfectly fine. So all of us, we experience our PMS very, very differently. Although I suppose there is one common denominator, is every woman that I've ever spoken to experienced some level of irritability within a range, slightly just before their period. Anyways, long story short, we don't all share the same combination of symptoms. So it's really important for you to know which one are yours. And so that way you can understand what happens when. So the good news is there are certain foods that you can help, that you can eat. Sorry, that was my dog grunting in the background. I don't know if you heard. Wow. What I was trying to say is there are foods that you can eat that can help manage the menstrual pains. So the first one is anti-inflammatory foods. Anti-inflammatory foods or ingredients that help with keeping that inflammation toned down, especially during your PMS. So the couple of days leading up to your period and the first few days of your period. So these are foods like turmeric, fatty fish for omega-3 fatty acids, and dark leafy greens. The second one is iron-rich foods. So iron is really important in your body for growth and development. It is the key mineral for blood production And well, without blood, you can imagine things just aren't going well. So red meats are a great source for omnivores. If you're a vegetarian, quinoa, edamame, or spinach are really, really great options. And the third thing is exercising properly. So when we think about exercise, we often think more. Longer mileage, higher weights, faster, just like increase. That doesn't really work. So understanding which phase of your cycle you're in can help you determine what exercise you need. And this is very important because your metabolism changes throughout your cycle. Your cortisol levels change throughout your cycle. And so if you are hypothetically during your PMS or just before your period, this is when your cortisol is at its highest. Imagine doing a really intense workout at that same time. Well, your body is just going to go into overdrive. You're actually adding more stress onto your body. And cortisol is a component of weight gain. And so if you're trying to reduce or lose weight or manage your weight, then that might not be the best thing. You'll also realize there are certain times of the month where you're just fatigued. Your body doesn't have the capability of doing a HIIT exercise, yet you push yourself through it and then you feel like shit for the rest of the day. Like, what is that? However, there's also different times of the month where you're feeling amazing and you can do like 3 times more than your usual workout. So exercising properly based on your phase is really important, and making sure that you are optimizing your workouts or your higher intensity workouts at the right time, which is just around ovulation, and then decreasing those intensities as you get closer to your PMS so that you're, maintaining, but you're not stressing your body further. So that's a wrap for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video or you found it really helpful, please subscribe or leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your tips and stories around period pains as well. And check back every Friday for a new video. See you soon.